Yes, I know. Recently, I looked at my Focus ADHD YouTube channel and realized I hadn't uploaded in far too long. I think it's been like 2 years. Yeah. Anyways, update. I'm a dad now. God has blessed us with a beautiful little girl. She just turned 5 months old. Big life change, as you can imagine. What I want to focus on for this short update is Ritalin. Now, I had made a video a while back where I was comparing Ritalin with caffeine, and at the time caffeine was working. When I did take Ritalin for a short period of time, what I wasn't aware of is that they don't recommend caffeine consumption while taking Ritalin because it's sort of double stacking the stimulant. So it's just, makes it maybe too strong for your body. In my case, it was. And that may explain why I was having some weird sleep cycles for that short time I was taking Ritalin. And also that weird stuff was happening to my heart, like really heavy beating. And not fast, but heavy or strong. I'm not sure how to describe it, but weird. And I thought, oh my gosh, Ritalin's just bad for me. Anyways, what has been happening over the last couple years, excuse the neighborhood dog, I'm out here walking our Chihuahua. Say hi, Edgar. Little speck of a dog. Okay. So we had moved to a different area of Taiwan. We used to live in Kaohsiung. Now we're in an area called Taichung, which is a little north of central Taiwan. And since living here, our schedule in life has been a little more loaded. Also having pets and all this stuff and work schedules. Haven't gotten regular good sleep. Lots and lots of short nights. And when I say short night, I mean less than 6 hours, between 5 to 6 hours a night. Rarely getting naps. Anyways, that's been stacking up just in terms of like feeling tired, low energy, brain fog, just not able to function well. And then with the baby, it adds yet another layer of just practical stresses, not be able to get good regular rest, a lot of broken up nights, up for a half hour here, hour there. My wife has been bearing the brunt of that because she's up during the nights longer than I am. And also leading up to the pregnancy, just, a lot of preparation, a lot of things, a lot of adjustments, all this stuff. So it kind of came to a head where I was just frustrated with the fact that I kept just glitching out and just not thinking clearly in situations where I need to be thinking clearly. And it's frustrating for me, but amply more frustrating for my wife when almost chronically on a daily basis, I'll forget to do something, or I'll do something kind of out of order, or we'll set a plan and I'll just completely forget the important parts of it and get sidetracked and whatnot. And just name it, I probably have done it in the last several months. I'm just like, scatterbrained to heck, and really tiring. And here she's taking care of the baby most of the time because I'm at work, and so she feels like she has 2 children because I'm literally doing stuff that children do. Just there's been times where she specifically says, hey, when you head home, first take care of this, that. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I get home, and for some reason, I just get the sequence all mixed up. I'm like, well, I'll take care of this. Well, I'll jump on this really quick. And pretty soon, she's expecting that certain things are done because they need to get done earlier in the evening than later. And, she'll be coming home because she's been over at the in-laws. And I'm not done with stuff. And it really messes things up because she needs me to be in the house and the things that I need to get, long story short, I just lose track of like what's important. Crazy frustrating for her, frustrating for me, but she really bears the brunt of that. So finally, reached out to someone in our church who actually helps people with ADHD. He has some therapies that he does, and it's out of our price range to afford those therapies. But I was like, hey, can you refer me to anybody, anything? I probably just need to start the medication route and just give it a shot, because I can't, I don't have a lot of options, And so I sent him a link to a local ADHD clinic that is not far from our home, and so he checked it out, and just that little action was enough to get me the unction, is that right? The motivation to go ahead and send a message to the clinic, and fortunately they have a couple bilingual doctors, which is a huge help, because that way I can communicate what's going on. So I went down there about 3 weeks ago, met with the doctor. He just kind of got a snapshot of what I've been dealing with. So he recommended Ritalin and also some other medication. The Ritalin was effective. The other medication, turns out, wasn't necessary. And what was this time, my experience with Ritalin has been significantly different. No weird stuff with my heart. No disruption to sleep. Actually feeling like the Ritalin unlocks parts of my brain that otherwise are off limits, and unlocks parts of my brain that helps me be able to kind of mentally stand back, assess what I need to get done, and go, okay, this needs to get done, that needs to get done. And then generally it's the boring tasks that I might just forget about or skip, but it's much easier to first keep track of those things. Second, much easier to just get it done. I'm not having to go through a lot of self-motivation and pushing to okay, I gotta get this done. I'm just all right, this is next, boom, and I'm able to lock onto it, get it done, and then stay on it till it's done, and then move on to the next thing. I'm not what do you call it, toadstooling all over the place from I'm here, I just noticed this, the laundry, wait, I just noticed, I got some socks back in the hamper, wait, I need to hang up this clothes, oh my gosh, let me get the broom, I need to sweep up, that's exaggerated, but it gives you an idea. So anyways, I went back in today to re-up my prescription of just a Ritalin, and so anyways, I want to share one more thing before I wrap this up. So anyways, thankful that there are options. Ritalin seems to be helping bridge some of those gaps for me. I think it will help me get back into better routines, because at least I can focus on this, focus on that. Okay, focus on getting a little more exercise, focus on getting chores done so we can get to bed earlier, because many times it'll be getting late, and for some reason I pick up my phone and I start scrolling through videos, and before I know it, 5-10 minutes vanishes. Okay, get back to all my stuff, and then I kind of I want to, and then another 5-10 minutes vanishes because I'm scrolling through videos. And collectively, I don't know, there's probably been times I've burned a half hour, spread throughout an evening of just stopping, doing things that are not important on my phone, checking stuff, watching a quick video. And it's very crucial that I make the most of that evening, get the chores done so we can get to bed, get sleep, because there's really no replacement for sleep. No, I don't think so. So the last thing I wanted to share with you had to do with, oh my gosh, it was in my mind and now it's gone. Give me a second. Wow, it must have not been that important because it just slipped out of my mind completely. Shoot. What was it? Sorry, bear with me. Sorry, guys. It's totally gone. I cannot recall what that was. It felt kind of important. I was going to try to get back to it, and then it fell out. So, anyways, shoot, give me a second. I really, really felt it was important. Ritalin. Okay, shoot, came back. So, a few months ago, I was sensing that, I should really try out Ritalin again. And I was like, well, I want to learn a little more about it. So I found an article where they'd done a study, and the study was of a group of 300,000 people over a period of 300 or 30, 30,000. 30,000 people over a period of, 300,000 over a period of 20 years taking Ritalin. Well, the parts of the article I remember, it mentioned that, the lighting's awful here, is that overall 1% of the people participating passed away during that time frame, and a majority of them passed away within the first year or two or something. Now maybe they had pre-existing conditions. I guess suicide was part of it, other things. And so I came away from reading that article going, what the crap? Like, so is taking Ritalin like playing roulette every time you pop a tablet in your throat, and this might be the time your heart stops, So that was terrifying. And but oddly enough, or funnily enough, is that even a word? I had this question pop in my mind just like a week or so ago. And I was like, well, what's the normal death rates? And guess what? It's about 1%. So it doesn't matter. Like Ritalin, no Ritalin, it doesn't matter. Like death rates are about 1% per year or whatever, So anyways, it was like eye-opening to have a little more information and go, oh, so it's not really dangerous. The death rates are about the same, so it's not Ritalin, no Ritalin. And what really kind of soaked into me was that statistically, people with ADHD are prone to die younger and more often, higher percentage, just because we do stupid stuff, Like I had a pretty serious bike wreck a while back, a few months ago. Smashed my face really hard. Thank God I didn't break my jaw. I hit my chin so hard. Smashed my teeth. Actually had to get a little dental work. Oh yeah, isn't that nice? Noisy scooters. I had to get some dental work done because it damaged my teeth a little bit. And I'm like, shoot, I'm a much higher risk of dying by doing something stupid and careless and dangerous than, dying because of Ritalin. Ritalin will more likely help me be alert to like, hey, this is dangerous. Don't do that, and like really feel that sense of like, no, I'll pass, And the accident actually had to do with me trying to bicycle with my dog on a leash next to me, and in a blink, the dog lunged in front of my bike because it saw a dog across the street, and then I'm on my face. And thankfully, everybody was okay, and I did go to the hospital, but I easily could have snapped my neck. I'm not kidding, or broken my jaw. And here I'm a teacher, teachers can't teach with a broken jaw very easily. I could have broken my wrist. I hit my wrist really hard. So by God's grace, I got through that, but it was like a real wake-up call. Like, what the heck? Like, my sense of danger is so weak. I must do something, So anyways, there's a 14-minute update. And so onward and upward.